Hello, my name is Larry, and I've been a licensed contractor for over 2 decades. We're going to go through some common ways that homeowners can save money by doing some work themselves and not always hiring contractors. I'm also open and available to any of your questions whatsoever. If you have any questions, you're catching me live, please comment down below. If you're catching this on the replay, I do respond personally to all questions within about 24 hours or so. Pretty good about that for the most part if I'm having a good day. Okay, ways that homeowners can save money by doing some things themselves. For sure, bathroom remodels are one great way. Bathroom remodels. I was with a friend looking at her fairly small bathroom, and it was approximately 6 foot by 8 foot. So not a huge bathroom. Full bathroom, had an old-fashioned tub in it, and they had quotes starting at $18,000, starting at $18,000 for a contractor to come in and do a full renovation in that bathroom. So I said, "You know what? I'll help you out with the labor and you buy the materials." And we ended up doing that bathroom for about $5,000. Homeowners can absolutely do bathroom remodels and save a ton of money. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, the number one way to add value to your home so it's worth more money is kitchen and bathroom remodels. Kitchen and bathroom remodels for sure. So doing some of that work yourself, you can save a ton of money. Another area where you can save money, where homeowners can save money by doing their own work, is decks. Outside deck maintenance, expanding the deck, making it more usable. Replacing the deck board. Say you have old-fashioned wood deck boards, replacing with composite treads. Composite deck treads are the trend, have been for years. It's the way to go. When a homeowner, a potential home buyer sees that, they will see that you put quality materials into your deck. Your house will be more valuable. So that's another way to add value and save money on your home. Okay, number three, most popular way homeowners can save money is replacing or renovating their exterior doors. So your front door is first impression. What does your front door look like? Is it old? Is it peeling? Does it have sun damage, water damage? Now, if you can sand it back down and repaint it, painting is the way to go. For $50, you can get perhaps a brand new looking front door, and you've added value to your home. You didn't have to hire a professional, you did it yourself. Now, if you replace the front door, it's going to take a little bit more homework as far as how to do that, but you definitely can do it yourself. If you go to any of the big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, or Menards, give them the exact rough estimates of the width and the height. They can order you a custom door. You can pick the exact style. And shape and color, and that will add a lot of value to your house. But hopefully, the door doesn't have damage. You can just paint, caulk, and touch up that front door. You'll add a lot of value. Another way homeowners can save money and do some of their own work is window repair or replacement. So, a lot of homeowners I've noticed over the years, they let the windows go way too long, and the windows get to where they're sticking and not really opening anymore, or all the glazing is falling off. Maybe the sash cords have broken and they don't stay up anymore. If they're cheap vinyl, maybe parts are snapping and breaking off of them. So window maintenance is important when a potential home buyer is looking for your home or to add value to your home. You do want to keep the windows in good shape. Hopefully, they don't need total replacement. That is costly, as you might imagine. Average size window replacement, if you do it yourself, is probably going to range between about $300 and $400. If you do it yourself, if you're hiring it out, you probably have to double that estimate to have a professional come through. So if you're saying low entry level to middle quality window is going to be professionally installed for $600 a window, replaced for $600 a window, start counting all your windows in your house. That will get expensive very quick. Okay, other ways homeowners can save money is by doing their own landscaping and outside maintenance. Of course, if you're hiring professionals to weed, cut, maintain, planting beds, rock beds, all that stuff will get very expensive. You only have one chance for curb appeal to make your home valuable from the road, the way it looks. So maintaining your landscaping, and likewise, a very similar topic is also pest control, doing some of your own pest control. Now, a lot of people, of course, will hire professional pest control companies. I'm actually part owner, founding partner of a local pest control company, amongst some of the other things I do. But there is a lot you could do yourself with your own pest control to save a lot of money. You don't have to hire it out for sure. Every part of the country is going to have different challenges depending if you have termites, powder pulse beetles, bats, rats, snakes. Everything is a possible, but depending on what part of the country you live, you might have to hire pest control from time to time. Basement finishing. Okay, that's a big one. You can add lots and lots of value and save thousands of dollars by finishing your own basement. Now, maybe you just want an exercise room or a recreational space, something like that, home office. That's pretty easy. But if you're doing a full basement renovation, say bathroom, family room, um, bedrooms, things like that, that will get to be a real construction project for sure. Spraying your own house is easy and can be done for $10. Thank you, Casey Jones. I think that's a great comment. The outside application of a professional pest control treatment, I won't tell you what our costs are for the diluted chemical that is used in the sprayers, but it is good profit margin. It is, we put, in the part of the country where I'm at, we put people on a quarterly plan for outside treatments, and the stuff we use is pretty good, so it does maintain. And our sprayers are actually battery powered; they're not pump sprayers, so they can shoot up pretty high to your second stories and all that. It has good residual. The product chemical will stay on the house for a long period of time. But yes, I agree with you. I'm not challenging you, even though I do personally profit when somebody hires one of our companies. Yes, you can do your own outside application for sure and save lots and lots of money. Thank you for the comment. Okay, finishing your own basement. You can add lots of value and save lots of money. Now, if it's a basic basement finishing, say you just want an exercise room down there and you're just throwing up some studs and some drywall, some paneling, couple outlets, no big deal. With minimal education, you can learn how to do that. However, if you need a full bathroom down there and the plumbing is not in the floor, you don't have a sewage ejector pump, or you're intimidated by jackhammering out the concrete floor to put the drains in, that's going to take a lot more than what the typical homeowner can do. You might have to hire out parts of that project. Okay, another way that homeowners can save money and add value to their home is kitchen remodels. Now, everybody probably knows that a full contractor kitchen remodel is going to be something like 30 to $50,000, and I've seen $80,000, $90,000 kitchens before. Maybe you don't need a full kitchen remodel. Maybe you don't need a gut it back to the studs. That's so a gut job is considered removing all the finishes, all the fixtures, all the cabinets, and the wall too. So the drywall, paneling, all that goes away and you're down to the studs. That enables you to replace plumbing, change the design layout of the room, electrical upgrades, all that. But maybe you don't need all that. Maybe just the cabinet fronts or drawers need to be replaced. Maybe you just need paint. A new countertop doesn't have to be that expensive. If you replace your own countertop in that kitchen, you can have it ordered, install it yourself, save $2,000. And I'm telling you, that looks so much better. In a kitchen, painting cabinets and or walls and a new countertop, that alone, you're 50% there to the look of a new kitchen. You have the look of a new kitchen and probably flooring as well, without having to pay big bucks to replace all the cabinets. Some other ways are upgrade flooring. So, actually, I'm going to throw in painting, interior painting before that. Painting is probably the number one project a homeowner can do to save yourself money. You don't need any fancy tools or experience. Everybody can paint. Now, there are some better than others, and you don't want to get too sloppy with it. But painting is the number one way to transform the look of your rooms and spaces and add value. But number 2, I would say, is right behind that, changing out the flooring. The modern products have made it so easy to change up the flooring, rip out old nasty carpeting and put in, laminate flooring, vinyl planks. Uh, there's several good tile. Tile is going to take a little bit more of a learning curve because you're probably going to have to build up the subfloor to an extra thickness instead of the standard like 3/4 inch subfloor. You're going to have to build that up a little thicker, but it can be doable and it looks beautiful. If you have concrete slab home, then it's easier for sure. You're ready to go for tile. The what changed the industry recently in the last couple of years is LVP, luxury vinyl planks, luxury vinyl floor planks changed everything. They're relatively inexpensive, completely DIY friendly for the homeowner to install themselves. You cannot screw this up. They just snap lock together. They have their own backer pad already built into the product. You don't need separate underlayments. You don't need fancy tools. They can just be cut with utility knife and snap so easy. Completely impervious to dog scratches and pet stains and water damage and snowy boots and spilling your drinks, anything you can throw at it. It doesn't matter if your guests take off their shoes or not. You have luxury vinyl plank flooring, pretty much indestructible. Put it in, you'll be glad you did, and it lasts many, many years. So yeah, vinyl plank flooring has added, really changed the flooring game and made it easier. Um, okay, let's look at some upgrade lighting. Upgrade lighting is an excellent way for homeowners to do their own work and save money. The huge trend right now, I have a couple videos up on the channel right now, is LED light fixtures. So in case you didn't know, traditional light fixtures with screw-in bulbs are going away. Increasingly, you will not be able to find them at the home improvement stores. If you go to your Home Depot store right now, Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards, I think I said all the big three, right? And you look at the light fixture aisle, go down to the electrical department, look in that light fixture aisle, and start looking what's available. The traditional light fixtures with screw-in bulbs, there's hardly no selection. They're going away. They're not even going to carry them in the stores anymore. They're all LED, what are called integrated LED light fixtures. There's no exchangeable parts or bulbs. It's a one and done. Um, Thank you, Casey Jones. Every man his own bricklayer. Like it, like it. Uh, LED light fixtures, it's going to be your only option pretty soon. So why not start upgrading now, replacing the old light fixtures, adding value to your home. They're super easy to install. I would challenge any homeowner, you can do this stuff. You can install your own new lighting, and LED light fixtures are the way to go. Ceiling fans, that's an excellent solution too. Ceiling fan installation is not that much more difficult than any light fixture. It's pretty much the same application. I guess small key differences: if it won't support a heavy fan, say you have a cheap light fixture, or you look up there when you remove the light fixture and it's a plastic box, the electrical box in the ceiling, it's a plastic box. That's not going to be strong enough for a ceiling fan. So they're going to have to, or you're going to have to, if you're doing the work yourself as the homeowner, get up there and reinforce that, or just cut that off and replace it with what's called a ceiling fan rated box. A ceiling fan rated box is made of metal. It's heavy duty. It will strap in between the ceiling rafters or joist. It will not support on the ceiling at all for the vibration. It has to go to the framing, and then you are future-proofed for any kind of ceiling fans that you want to install, and you can absolutely do that yourself and save money. Another way for homeowners to save money and add value to their home is with doing their own trim and crown molding and baseboard molding. So inevitably, if you have a house, you're going to get damaged trims and molding around the door frames, cracked and damaged baseboards, and start replacing that stuff yourself. Now, if it's minor, maybe you can just caulk and paint, but sometimes they have to be strategically kind of cut away with utility knife, thrown away and replaced. You can absolutely do that yourself. Let's move on to plumbing. Plumbers. In fact, I just gave a plumbing referral to a friend of mine. She's having an issue with her shower faucet. When she turns the valve on, it's actually starting to leak behind the wall. So a plumber's going to have to open that up and replace the valve, and or cut away the copper tubings, probably change it out to PEX, and then put a new shower valve in there for her. She asked about cost. I said, it's not good news. Plumbers are expensive. Plumbers are expensive. Now, if somebody says, I want a plumber that's cheap and good, you're asking for two different things. If they're cheap, they're probably not good. And if they're good, they're probably not cheap, right? There's a reason for that. So if they're cheap, they're probably not insured or has a business license, that kind of thing. But learning to do your own plumbing as a homeowner, it will still save you years, hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars over the years. So much of the stuff is just changing out a simple faucet that's dripping, and you don't want to deal with the valve, so you just put a new faucet on. The sprayer hose in the kitchen snapped and it's leaking underneath. You can absolutely do your own plumbing, and so much of it, once you learn how to do it correctly, well, you'll have that knowledge just forever, and you'll be able to carry that on in the future. Hey, nice to see you, East River Homestead. Glad you are able to come on this Thursday evening. I think it's Thursday evening. It's been a fast week for me. This one has gone very, very fast. How can I get more water pressure in my utility sink? So if you're on well water, I would say check your PSI gauge. But if you know you have good pressure in the other locations and it's just bad at the utility sink, the most basic entry level to start with would be to check the aerator. So right at the faucet, check the aerator, take that off, look at it, see if it's plugged with deposits. It probably is. Rinse that out. Water pressure is fine, but in that utility sink. Okay, thanks for that update. So yes, you've already done the sleuthing. You've already done the investigation. If you know water pressure is good everywhere else, other than that, it's just going to be that one faucet. So yeah, start by checking the aerator. Take that off. Look at it. Now the fixture will be open without the aerator. See if that has helped with the water flow. Next, I would say you're probably going to turn off the water underneath. You're going to take off the handles, and there's going to be valves there, if it's single or double handle, and you're going to want to look at that actual water valve. The water valve, the mixing valve, if you will, probably is plugged up. It's probably just as simple as that. When you take that inside valve off, it's a cartridge is what it really is called. You can just see that it's going to be plugged in. It's going to have like an orange kind of tint to it for iron deposits in the water. And you can just probably take it to another sink, turn it upside down and start flushing it out, clear it out. And you probably can put it right back together and you are good to go. So yeah, usually it's the inside mixing valve that gets plugged. Well, usually it's the aerator, simple and easy. And or if it's not that, it's just the mixing valve inside the faucet. That really should be it. Great ideas, however, it has been slow since installation. So you keep working backwards. We started with the aerator. We started moving in backwards to the mixing valve in the actual faucet. And if it's always been slow and we move even further back, now you're talking maybe the individual shutoff valves underneath or the water lines that feed that. It's possible the tubing, the water lines that feed that are actually too small for the fixture. So it reduces the water pressure and you have terrible flow over there. Yes. Yeah. The pipes might just be too small. I think you're right on that. They probably typically with new construction standards, your main line coming into the house is going to be like a 1 inch or 3/4 inch pipe, pretty big pipe. And then you're going to have individual takeoffs to all your fixtures, and they're going to drop down in size for the individual fixtures to 1/2 inch. I would bet you that sink is something tiny, like a little teeny 3/4 inch copper tubing, flex tubing, and it's probably bent or crimped somewhere. So yeah, I think you found it. The pipes are probably just not too big for that location. Thank you for the question, though. Absolutely. So yeah, plumbing is an absolute good way for homeowners to save money by doing some of their own repairs. You're absolutely welcome, and thank you for always being such a loyal viewer. And I always appreciate your questions. So thank you so much. Absolutely. Have a good evening. The other one next to plumbing would be electrical. Homeowners learn to do their own electrical work, and it can be as simple as changing out broken outlets, loose outlets, broken light switches. We already talked about changing out ceiling lights from old-fashioned screw-in bulbs to LED fixtures. Um, all that stuff absolutely can be done safely by a homeowner with very little experience, and you can save hundreds and hundreds of dollars without having to call electrician in. Exterior painting, you can save lots of money. I almost fell over when the first person told me they had an all wood sided house, wood trim windows and door, everything was wood. And they said they had a quote for $16,000 to paint the house, the outside of the house, $16,000. So yes, there's a lot of prep work. You're scraping, you're caulking, you're nailing, you're fixing loose stuff, and then you're finally getting to the primer and the paint. But $16,000, I think my advice to the gentleman was rip it off and go to vinyl siding or some other, siding. Yeah, that's a lot of money just to maintain the outside of your home, so you can learn to do your outside painting and maintenance yourself and save thousands of dollars, and hey, newsflash, dear homeowner, you don't have to paint that house all at once. You could take on one side of the house each year. You could do just the front this summer and you could do the back next summer and get to the sides whenever you get to it. So yeah, you don't have to do it all in one season. Okay, another way homeowners can save lots of money is updating the bathroom themselves. Often a bathroom just needs a fresh coat of paint. Maybe you have a little bit of water damage around the tub and the shower. Maybe you're sprucing up the caulk and the grout. Maybe a new vanity, maybe a new mirror, maybe a new light fixture. This all can be done yourself and you will save thousands of dollars. Folks like you will be the ones that help save America. Thank you for the comment. I really, really appreciate that. Yep, learn to do some of these repairs yourself, and you will be well rewarded. Now, as a homeowner, another tip for saving money. This one came to me recently. Was if you have been with the same homeowners insurance company, you maybe pay it directly or pay it out of escrow every time your mortgage. You make a monthly payment. If you have been with the same company for a long time, shop it around. Go online. It's easier than ever to shop that homeowner's policy around now, and you may be surprised how much money you can save by just shopping that policy around. Okay, outside, back to the outside, manufactured stone veneer products. So it's kind of all the rage right now. The new builders are doing it, that they do a stone veneer. A veneer is just like uh, it's a half stone. It's flat on one side and it's decorative on the outside. A veneer stone on the front of the house adds a lot of value, a lot of curb appeal. You don't need to do the full front. You're just going to do like accent areas, maybe under the picture window in the living room, around the entryway doors, something like that. That's a great way to add value. Okay, here's a tip here. Adding attic bedroom conversion. Many homes have old-fashioned attics that are not in use for anything, and you can convert them to bedrooms. I would say also, or home offices. That's kind of all the rage right now. If you do be lucky enough that you have stairs to the upper attic, or a pull down stairs situation where maybe you can convert that over to livable, usable space, you will add lots and lots of value. Another trend right now that's been going on for a while is the porches, like the back porches. Homeowners will completely finish that off. So they'll put exterior grade doors and windows on. They'll insulate the flooring and the exterior walls, and maybe add a heat duct or so, and electrical outlets, and they will completely make that usable space. And now it's a home office, exercise room, second family room, whatever. So yeah, conversion of porches, converting of attic spaces that are usable. Now, if you have an attic space that's just way too short, I get it. You probably really couldn't do anything with that, but many people do have large enough attics where they can walk up there and convert them. SoFlo. So many people are being dropped due to roof. I hear of this type of spray material that can add years of life to the roof. Is this legit? I have seen some of the ads for the spray type. Well, you have two questions there, so let me break it up. Yes, there is a recent trend that homeowners insurance companies are dropping people that have old roofs. Well, they do a two-step. They first send you a threatening letter. Apparently, they're doing this with satellite imagery. In case you don't know, well, go to Google Earth and type in your street address. You can get a downward picture of your house. So homeowners insurance companies are paying services to give them pictures of your roof if they think the shingles look old. And I've talked to people that their roofs were not very old at all, and they're getting these threatening letters from home insurance companies saying that your roof is too old. It doesn't meet our standards. You have to put a new roof on within 90 days or we're dropping you. It's a big problem. Um, you've legit paid your premium for all those years. You didn't cause them any problems, and now they're trying to cause you a problem. So I would it's best if you have a local agent that can plead your case for you. But yeah, that is a big, big problem, and it's only going to become worse. I'm surprised I haven't seen more articles and news stories done on this, such as like 60 Minutes and these exposés that you see on TV from time to time. Yeah, I think it's kind of a scam because what the homeowners insurance companies are doing by denying people coverage if they think your roof is old is they're cherry picking the industry. They're dropping clients that they think have old roofs and might cause them a claim, and they're keeping clients that have new roofs, causing them no claim. So to me, it sounds a little scammy. I hate when I hear these stories, but I have definitely heard these stories. My roof is 18, it's a composite shingle. I think it's 17, 18 years old. I'm expecting to get one of these letters within the next year or two. It's really terrible. Uh, my roof, it's probably rated 30 to 40-year roof. I probably would replace it at 25 years though, to be honest. So we'll see. Okay, sorry I went so long on that, but you kind of triggered me on that one a little bit. Okay, I hear of this spray type material that can add years of life to your roof. Is this legit? Yes, I've heard of it. I would say it's not great from what I understand. I wouldn't pay a lot of money for it. Um, I don't think they're legit going to be putting any kind of warranties on this. Um, but it's basically a spray-on coating that is going to give some additional layers of wear to your shingles so they can last longer. As a licensed contractor and a certified home inspector, I've been doing this for almost 24 years. I will tell you that roofs don't leak just in the middle of the shingles for no reason. They just don't. The roofs leak around your chimney flashings, your valleys, or where it meets a sidewall, like the lower garage roof meets the house sidewall. So it leaks in a very select troublesome spots. Any kind of roof penetrations, usually it's a chimney or plumbing vent, a valley where two or more roofs come together, or a sidewall connection. That's about it. So a product like this might be playing on people's fears where they say, hey, so and so wants to replace your roof for 15,000, but for only 3,000, we will spray this miracle product on all your shingles. It's going to recoat it and it's going to last so long. I don't know. I would probably save my money. Um, yeah, roofs aren't going to just leak in the middle of shingles for no reason. So yeah, I would probably save your money on that. But thank you. I think that's an educational question. I think a lot of people will hear this on the replay later and they maybe will save themselves some money. So thank you for the question. Indoor flooring replacement. We already talked about that one. Kitchen remodels, replacing your own trim, doing your own flooring, doing your own carpet. Uh, Flooring and trim and painting. Remember, anything that's deemed like finished carpentry, that final elegant look, um, where people will see and be judging you, make sure to do a good job on that. If you did a sloppy paint job, if your trim is crooked and the nails are all exposed, you didn't fill them. If the flooring didn't snap together correctly and it's not trimmed correctly under the door jambs and things, it's going to look amateur and it may not add value. So it does still have to look good and be done well to add value for sure. Making sure you have no water damage or visible mold staining in the house. That absolutely can be done by a homeowner. If you look at your ceilings, you better not have any yellow stains or plaster peeling or falling down. In your kitchens and baths, you don't want mold growing on the ceiling. So keep up on that stuff. Find out where the moisture source is and take care of it. Upgraded lighting, we already talked about. Upgraded insulation, we did not talk about this one. So if you're in a state that gets snow, a quick way to know how your attic insulation is performing. After a snowstorm, look up at your roof and say you have a good snowpack up there. In the next couple days, if the snow starts to melt, your roof is becoming exposed, your snow is melting quickly, you can see your shingles, but you look on your left and right, your neighbors' homes still have deep snow. That means you don't have enough insulation. That means you're losing heat that you've paid for, not staying in the house. It's going right up through the ceiling, attic, and melting the snow. So now you're risking ice dams, other water leak, and other water problems. But mostly you're paying for heat that you're not getting the full benefit for, and it's inefficient. So then you would need more attic insulation, and homeowners can absolutely do their own attic insulation and save thousands and thousands of dollars on that. Okay, let me pop at this one. Most popular home improvement projects to save money by homeowners, and this is ranked, I believe, from number one to number two. Minor kitchen remodels, mid-range bathroom remodels, primary suite additions. Now, if it's a full-on addition, like new foundation, you're pulling permits, all that, that's probably going to be above what most homeowners can do themselves. That's going to be contractor work. Basement remodels and basement finishes, absolutely. Landscaping, outside improvements, grading, flower beds, absolutely. Composite deck additions, yes, that's all the trend right now. If your deck still has wood on it, get rid of it, go to composite tread. So the deck structure underneath the post and the joist, usually they're just fine. Usually they are not significantly water damaged or rotten because they're kind of been protected by the deck planks, right? Usually it's just the deck planks that look like crap and the railings. So if you start to replace just those weathered surfaces with composite treads, your deck will look brand new and you've saved yourself thousands of dollars by doing the work yourself. Repairing windows or replacing windows, garage door replacement. There's a lot of garage doors out there that look like crap. I'll never forget one time I got paid to inspect a house. It was a vacant house. Walk into the attached garage, turn to the right, push the garage door opener button, and the garage door starts to open, and it literally ripped itself apart. It was an old wooden 16-foot, two-car garage door, had so much water damage and rot that it literally just ripped itself apart, and I was left with slivers of wood just laying on the floor. So yes, garage door maintenance and replacement is very, very important. Um, Attic insulation, we already talked about. More efficient heating and cooling equipment. Mini splits are all the rage right now. Let me know in the comments if you don't know what a mini split is. New showers. So huge, huge trend of people ripping out their bathtubs and just going to showers. No bathtubs anywhere in the house. None. Just showers. Showers are a huge trend. Tubs are considered old, unsightly, dirty, hard to clean. So walk-in showers are all the rage right now. You could start a shower installation service and literally have enough work lined up to the day you die. Everybody wants the old tubs ripped out and just going to showers. Hey, David, good to see you. Does soft washing my roof help my roof last longer, or is it worth the cost? I would say, David, it depends on where you are in the country. Does it have significant shade? Does your roof tend to grow moss, which is very bad for shingles? If you're being very gentle or the contractor's being very gentle, it's probably a good thing. You would not want anything aggressive, not at all, because then you're taking years off of your roof instead of adding years to your roof. So yeah, it's probably fine. Thank you for the question. Bathroom additions, bathroom improvements can be done by homeowners if they do it well. How do I decide what home improvement projects to do as a homeowner to save money? You want to prioritize your products. You want to do the projects that are within your scope of your skills. But I will tell you, I'm a big advocate for, that's why I have the channel. That's why I give free advice all the time. I'm a big advocate of learning to do it on the job. If you're saying you don't know how to tile or how to install a floor or how to do electric or plumbing, how else are you going to learn other than doing it yourself? You have to kind of get into it to try it, to see if you can do it yourself, to learn how to do this stuff. Say you have a project, YouTube is excellent. Say you have a project coming up and you think you know the scope of it and you think you have your material list and maybe you go buy it. Start to watch a couple YouTube videos of that project before you get to it. Thank you. Thank you too. Amen. Start to watch a few YouTube how-to videos before you get to that project. For one, you'll ensure that you have the right tools and or material list. You'll see what is involved and what's entailed, and you'll get a sense of what the steps are. So then when it comes to that Saturday morning and you break into that new project, you'll already feel confident in doing it. You'll feel like, hey, I've been here before. My brain has already seen this stuff before. I had one, we were doing a type of glass shower door that I had never installed before. And my helper was with me, and he came to a spot where he was a little bit stuck because he had never seen it before. Because I had watched a video within the last 48 hours of this exact door, I knew the answer instantly. I had He probably thought I was a genius, but I had just watched it, so I had just seen the solution. So yeah, plan ahead with your projects, watch a few videos. You'll be impressed at how far you will come. Set budgets. It's not, if it's a big project, it's not terrible to meet with a couple contractors to maybe see what the scope might entail, maybe see what contractors are actually charging for some of this stuff. But what my dad always said is, man, well, this is how he said it. He said, if you're having to call the man every time you need something in your home, you'll never have money in your pocket. Home improvements and repairs are incredibly expensive. I get it. Everybody thinks contractors are too expensive, and they probably are. Learn to do some of this stuff yourself, and you will save a ton of money.